After a start like that, things can only really go one way this season. Hopefully I'm wrong and hopefully it goes up. But after a first day where the first 4 shows have all got the potential of being green, I don't really think it can get much better than that. But what will I make of the 4 anime I'm going to be looking at today? Will they be good or will they not be good? That is a question. Because, as ever, this is a 2019 autumn anime preview from a different perspective. Good news, everybody! Sookie is not an isekai series. It's about a boy who falls in love with his childhood friend and his student council president. Welcome to the world of Sookie. Are you the one who loves me? And from the outset it feels very much straightforward by the numbers. You got our main character, Joro, who is a straightforward harem lead character. He is very much an audience analogue. You could just insert your own face onto his and you could just pretend you're the one being manhandled by some beautiful girls, and on my life in the first 3 minutes he does get manhandled, well, chest handled anyway, as his childhood friend Himawari hugs him from behind, and with her ample bosom he gets a pleasant surprise. Very teasing, very childhood friend like. It's clear she likes him, isn't it? He's just waiting for the day that she finally confesses to him. We also meet his other interest, the beautiful, elegant, mysterious Cosmos, or whatever real name's meant to be. But these are all nicknames, by the way, because the kids need nicknames. And yeah, he's very interested in her as well. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, she's got that mature beauty look. She's the really, really nice looking student council president, which everybody likes. And who'd have thought it? She asked him out on a date on Saturday. Maybe this is the time when she finally confesses her love to him. Now this is really beginning to feel a bit meh. There's nothing too special about it. It's just your standard guy being fought over by 2 beautiful girls, and there's nothing really special here. Even more so when his childhood friend asks him, are you free on Sunday? Well, yeah, because the other girl's going out on Saturday, so he's free on Sunday. And is she finally going to confess his love? Is he going to finally get the harem ending? And so Saturday rolls around. He meets up with his student council president, and at the end of the evening, she turns to him and says, Joro, I've got something I need to tell you. And she turns to him lovingly and says, Joro, I love your friend. What? Did she really just confess that she loves his friend? Well, yeah, she did. Apparently she's getting really, really friendly with Joro so she can buddy up to his best friend, Sun. I suppose that's fair enough. If Cosmos is interested in Sun, that means he's got an easy choice. He can just go out with Himawari instead. And so Sunday rolls around, and he goes out having fun with his childhood friend. And at the end of the day, he stops at the park, they play around a bit, and he says, Joro, I need to confess. I'm in love with Sun. Oh my god. This is not the story of a guy with 2 girls. This is Tamada-kun, the anime. People who are not like Nozaki-kun finding out their wish. Tamada-kun gets his own anime, and he deserves it fully. Well, if Tamada-kun was a foul-mouthed Jekyll and Hyde style character where he's a nice guy outside, and inside, when he gets basically cock-blocked by the 2 girls he likes, he goes mad. He still hangs around with them, still a bit friendly, but yeah, he's not happy. But hey, whichever one gets rejected, he'll be right there for him to cry on. And yeah, they're both absolutely useless. Joro tries to escape, and escapes into the one place he knows they won't find him, the library, where he meets a 3rd girl, the mysterious glasses girl, Pansy. Not the most flattering name, but then again, his opinion of her isn't exactly the most flattering either. And Pansy has a confession. Pansy actually does love him. Although Pansy doesn't like the nice Dr. Jekyll side of him. She wants to get with Mr. Hyde. The dark, angry side of him, who's really, really pissed off at the other girls. That's what turns her on. So, what does he do? He legs it. He runs a mile. Wouldn't you? Now, running back through the episode, I actually saw a different side to this. I would admit I wasn't digesting every single minute pixel of a screen while I was watching it. But if you watch it, look out. You'll find... Look out. You'll find our fantastic Pansy in most pictures. Behind a tree, behind a pillar, behind a hedge. Basically just stalking him. She's obsessive to the max, and it's scary, but very interesting. This isn't your standard harem anime. This isn't even Tomoda Kumi anime. This is just weird. But it's a weird I can get on board with. If you did want to watch this, it's airing over at Crunchyroll. Long-time viewers on my channel will know I don't just play video games. I play board games too. I got an entire cupboard full of other things, and every Tuesday I head around a mate's house and play board games. And so, not just myself but the entire group are quite interested to find out that there's a new anime airing this season called After School Dice Club. A cute girls doing cute things anime about board games and card games and basically analog gaming in general. It all takes place in the beautiful leafy areas of Kyoto. As our main girl, who is as shy can be, is shunning any kind of chance to get to know people in class. Because she doesn't like parties, she doesn't like crowds, she just likes being on her own, doing her own thing, and she's okay with that. Class president's lecturing this other girl about not staying out after school and going to cafes and things like that. Which is all well and good really. Schools have got her own rules, and she's the class president, so she's got to do those rules. And that girl's just taking it in, saying, yeah, I understand, yeah, whatever. That one's going to be trouble, I'll tell you. And so everything's going on normal. I don't see where this board games thing comes in yet. In fact, the first episode is more about introducing us to the girls, and the shy girl, Mickey, getting to know the energetic girl, Aya, and exploring Kyoto, because Aya's never lived in Kyoto before, and Mickey's shy and never really explored. She doesn't know how to have fun, she doesn't know how to play, because she's always been too shy to have friends. Yeah, Mickey is shy. There's no two ways about that. If you wrote down shy on a piece of paper, it'd morph into Mickey. After playing around, they're going home on the bus and they see their class president, Midori, just wandering the streets of the entertainment area. What on earth would the class president be doing around the entertainment area in After Dark when she's already told you that you can't play games or you can't go to cafes after lights out? Well, they decide to follow her. That'd be a fun game, wouldn't it? And she goes into a shady looking building up to the top floor to a shady looking place and opens the door, and suddenly big guy, big bold Western guy, and lots of board games. Because Midori works there. Welcome to a dice club, a specialty boards game store. Midori's quite mad at them for going to a games shop after we're not supposed to. But her boss says, well, why we're here, why not? Why not play a game? Let's see what these board games are like. And so they do play a game. They play a game called Marrakesh. Now this is where I get really interested in the anime, because these aren't just made up games. This anime is following on from a great work that A Sister's All You Need did. A Sister's All You Need had a bunch of episodes where we just sat around and played some games. Games like Once Upon a Time and D&D and things like that. And this anime has a bunch of games as well, and I can tell you straight away, just looking on the shop, that box art is real. They've not mocked up any box art. It looks super detailed, including some games I wouldn't have expected to be on the shelves there. Things like the fantastic Red Dragon Inn. If I brought back my board game reviews, that'd be one game I'd want to review, because that is a fantastic game. I don't think I'll play it, because schoolgirls playing a game about drinking your rivals under a table in a fantasy setting isn't exactly what you'd expect. But they play games like Marrakesh, which is a game about laying carpets. But enough about the board games, what about the anime? The anime is very much cute girls doing cute things. There's no yori baiting here, there's no undertone of something else. There's no competition element just yet. There's no threat, it's just girls becoming friends playing board games, and that's my type of anime. This could go one of two ways. I could get super competitive with it, or it could just be a nice soothing anime where you just watch friends play games, and I'll be watching this one fully. I mean, I knew I'd be watching it fully before the season even started, but it lived up to my expectation. If you want to watch this, you can do so over at Funimation. Looks like we're back in the trap again, because don't you know it? High school prodigies have it easy even in Otherworld. There's that term again. Otherworld. Yeah. This is another isekai series, and this time, it's not about one person going to another world, it's about 7. And as the title might suggest, they are high school prodigies. They're kids who are the best in the world at their particular field. Some understandable, some not so much. You got a super genius scientist who is on a spacecraft doing experiments. You got the world's greatest samurai, able to knock bullets out of the air with a sword in the middle of a battlefield. You got the super genius doctor, who's able to do single-handed surgeon to remove bullets from a dead person and make him live again. You got the world's greatest magician, a boy genius who makes the Statue of Liberty disappear. The world's greatest inventor, catching a helicopter from the top of a Burj Khalifa, with his face all over the cover of Line magazine. You have the world's greatest journalist, who's from a family of ninjas, and says nin nin on it. Then you got the one which really takes the biscuit, the world's greatest politician. Okay, I'm out. Yeah. Thankfully his name is not Boris or Donald, it's Tsukasa. And he's not just the world's greatest politician, he's a high school Prime Minister of Japan with different coloured eyes and beautiful good looks. And do I just get the female fans to vote? And wouldn't you know it, the world decided to put those 7 people on the same plane. And the plane crashes. Well, the plane disappears and crashes into another world. Because who doesn't want the 7 most genius people in the world going missing at the same time? This suddenly feels like a cross between In the World of My Smartphone and Danganronpa, what with all these world's greatest characters. Next thing you're going to tell me we're going to have to kill each other off. A giant weird little mechanical bear is going to tell him to do so as a part of a killing game. No, it's not Danganronpa. It's worse. Oh god, it's worse. I've not yet introduced you to the Busty Elf, which does mouth to mouth with the Prime Minister. Or the Animal Girl, who's nowhere near as young as she looks. Or the craziness which goes on as they save a village from some thugs. With a boy magician doing some crazy magic stuff. I will be honest, yes, he's the world's greatest magician, but that was ridiculous. He moved his head from his body, and his head flew around the entire thing while he just stood there. Now, I understand magic, but that's not magic, that's just witchcraft. As you can probably tell, don't watch this one. It's not whiz bad, but it's damn far close. However, if you do want punishment, if you do want to lose brain cells, you can find this one airing over at Crunchyroll. And finally today, we have Kantai Collection. An anime about girls who are actually warships and battleships and aircraft carriers. And they're fighting against the evil aliens. What? This is... It's not Kantai Collection? Are you sure? I've just been told this isn't actually Kantai Collection. Welcome to the world of Azure Lane, which is... Are you sure? This is Kantai Collection, isn't it? You're just playing with me. But the girls are ships. Now apparently this is also a girl ship anime. This one's also based on the game apparently, and there's 2 games with exactly the same mechanics and exactly the same plot and setup. I mean, the girls even look the same. They're just girls with ship bits attached to them. But this time, unlike with Kantai Collection, the Japanese are actually the bad guys. Who'd have thought it? The Japanese and the German ships are bad. The Royal Navy and the American ships are good. Oh my life. Did Japan really allow that? Having the Japanese ships as bad? And the American ships as good? You'd think this is an American game, wouldn't you? But it's not. Now I'm not going to try and even remember any of these ships' names except a few. I know it was a Unicorn and I saw Prince of Wales. But as you can watch in the first episode, you can pretty much tell that this is a checklist of, okay, is your waifu in the game? Then let's throw in this first episode to say, ha, there's your waifu. Give us more money, give us more gacha. Because this is also a gacha game, like Kantai Collection, like Fate Grand Order, and this is apparently getting more popular than Kantai Collection. Not that would be quite hard because the people who made Azure Lane has actually decided to release it in the West, rather than just keep it Japan specific like Kantai Collection. There's not really much more I can say about this one. It's a weird blend of Kantai Collection and Strike Witches, except that instead of fighting aliens, you got the British and Americans fighting with Japanese and Germans. If you like Kantai Collection, you'll probably lap this up. If you didn't really like Kantai Collection, skip this one straight away. If you play the game, you don't need me to tell you to watch it because you probably already have. And the only saving grace for me for the anime is that the main character, Enterprise, said the thing. Although, sadly, she's not played by Patrick Stewart. If you did want to watch this for yourself, you can find Azure Lane streaming over at Funimation. Well, the streak was bound to end at some point. At least Wednesdays are good, even if Thursdays aren't great. But what will tomorrow bring? Well, hopefully some more anime, and hopefully it's pretty good as well. What did you think of the anime I watched today? Was it good? Was it bad? Let me know. And as ever, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.